Hello friends, today we are going to read the story, A Daughter's Love. It is the story form of the play King Lear by William Shakespeare. Let's begin. Once, many hundred years ago, there was a king of England called Lear. He had ruled his land wisely for many years, but now he was growing old and feeble. He felt that it was time to pass on his kingdom to his 3 daughters. One day, Lear sent for his daughters and asked each in turn whether she truly loved him. Goneril, the eldest, answered him first. "Sir," she said, "you are dearer to me than eyesight or life. No child has ever loved her father more than I love you." The king was well pleased with this speech, not realizing its dishonesty. Then he called his second daughter, Regan. "What does our second daughter, our dearest Regan, say?" Regan answered, "I'm the happiest when I'm able to serve you." The old king smiled fondly at her and gave both Goneril and Regan parts of his kingdom. At last, he turned to Cordelia, his dearly loved youngest daughter. "What can you say to deserve your share?" he asked her gently. Now, Cordelia knew that her sisters were only praising the old king because of their greed for their share of the kingdom. She, who truly loved her father, answered a little bitterly, "I love you as I should, neither more nor less." Lear looked at her in astonishment and cried, "You had better mend your speech, Cordelia, or you may lose your fortune." But Cordelia answered quietly, "My lord, you're my father. You have cared for me, fed me, and loved me. For these reasons I obey you, love you, and greatly honor you." "Do you mean this with all your heart?" asked her amazed father, and Cordelia answered that she did. Lear found it hard to believe that his youngest daughter, who had always seemed to love him so greatly, had really only felt a sense of duty towards him. The tired old king, hurt and unhappy at his unexpected speech by his favorite child, grew angry. "If this is the truth," he cried, "then you will get nothing more from me. I disown you forever. You are no longer a daughter of mine." And he divided Cordelia's share of the kingdom between his 2 elder daughters. So, Cordelia left the court. Soon she married the king of France, but she was troubled about her father, fearing that his elder daughters might not treat him kindly. According to his plan, King Lear was to live first with one daughter and then with the other. He first visited his eldest daughter, Goneril. He soon found that Goneril's statement of love towards him were false. She made no effort to attend to her father's needs and make him comfortable. Lear soon realized that Goneril did not want him. He decided to stay with his second daughter, Regan. But Regan was as cruel and unloving as her elder sister. Completely heartbroken, Lear left the castle, supported by 2 of his men, and walked out into the stormy night. They wandered through the storm together in search of shelter. At last, they found a stony cave where they could take shelter for the night. The old king was, by this time, so disturbed in mind that he did not notice the storm. One of his men sailed across to France and told Cordelia about her father's sufferings and the wickedness of Goneril and Regan. Cordelia rushed to meet King Lear, but the poor old king did not recognize her. "Do not laugh at me," he begged those around him. "Perhaps I am being foolish, but I think this lady is my child Cordelia." "Oh, I am!" cried Cordelia, overjoyed that her father recognized her at last. But the sorrowful old man, remembering her sister's unkindness to him, could not believe that Cordelia still loved him. "You have reason for not loving me." They had none, he said. But Cordelia told him that her one wish was to bring him back to happiness, and he said gently, "Forgive me, my child, for I am old and foolish." Cordelia embraced her old father and promised to give him the love and peace that she had always given him. And that's the end of the story. We hope you enjoyed it, didn't you? Please subscribe to our channel and like this video for more stories. Until next time, goodbye.